Hey, what's up, guys? It's Josh Mall, the voice for swimming pool science, and today I am talking about the COVID-19 virus and swimming pools. So we're going to go over a few common sense things, some things that apply to your swimming pool, and a few tips that you guys can employ to help ease things on the general public and us in general, and help us get through this a little bit quicker. Now, as you guys know, I am a certified pool operator. I've been in the pool industry for a long time. I am not a medical professional. I am not a doctor. I am not an epidemiologist or anything like that. Hey, but my wife, she's been an ER nurse for about 10 years, so I got a few tips from her to share with you guys and just give you just a general rundown of what we're doing in our house right now between a pool guy and an ER nurse. So here we go. A couple things to know about the COVID-19 virus. It is a virus. It is not a bacterial infection. That means you can't go and take antibiotics and make it go away. No, it's got to run its course. There is no vaccine for it. And maybe you've gotten it and you're immune now because your body knows to fight it off, just like it does the chicken pox when it gets the chicken pox. However, that doesn't mean you can't shake someone's hand who's infected. Go over and shake somebody else's hand who's not infected and give it to them. So if you are one of the few people who may or may not have had this virus, don't think that you can't give it to others, because you still can. Now, the COVID-19 virus, according to the World Health Organization, is roughly 10 to 20 times more fatal than the flu. What that means is that if I have 1,000 people, what is that noise? Oh, they're grading the roads. What that means is that if I have 1,000 people in a room that have the flu, well, sadly, one of them's going to die. Just those are the numbers, those are the statistics. 1 in 1,000 is going to die from the average flu. If I had 1,000 people with the coronavirus in a room, that's a little different story. About 10 to 20 of those people are going to die. The fatality rates are kind of floating right now. It's a moving target. They're saying anywhere between 1 to 3%, depending on where you live and your conditions. And of course, your age plays a role in this. They're saying that children and younger adults are faring really well. Very low fatality rates. If I get the coronavirus, whatever, I'll deal with it. A little bit of fever, a little trouble breathing and whatnot, I'll probably be fine. However, somebody like my dad gets it, or my wife's grandmother gets it, well, guess what? We'll start planning a funeral and working out all the arrangements with the will and all that stuff, because there is a much more increased risk that it could be fatal. Another thing to consider is that the flu it's got an infection rate of about 1.3. What that means is that it takes about 8 people to infect 10 people with the flu. The coronavirus, what we're seeing right now, is it has an infection rate of about 2.2. That means it only takes about 4 people to infect 10. So keep those things in mind. You're wondering, what's going on here? Well, it's 10 to 20 times more fatal than the flu, and it has a higher infection rate. And what we're seeing in countries like Italy and places like that, where the coronavirus is kind of hit early, Iran, is that things are kind of spinning out of control because they didn't take certain steps like we're taking now, closing the schools, shutting down ski resorts, shutting down all events, bicycle races, running races, triathlons. That's my other stream of income. That has just disappeared for the foreseeable future. Luckily, my wife is a government healthcare worker
Hi, babies. Hope you have a good day. I'm at work today.
and can pick up extra shifts at home while I play stay-at-home dad/pool guy. Either way, I've got some friends that are in real trouble right now because of this coronavirus and its effects on society. Bottom line is, make sure that you are washing your hands. Give people extra space. Make sure that after you use a Kleenex, you're washing your hands. Make sure you're coughing or sneezing in your elbow. And just practice good general hygiene. You're going to want to practice the same things you would if you really, really, really weren't trying to catch a cold, because we really don't want to spread this. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about swimming pools. According to the CDC, and what I know about viruses and chlorine's ability to kill these viruses, is that you cannot catch coronavirus in a properly sanitized swimming pool. That means a pool that has 1 to 3 parts per million of chlorine, given that our cyanuric acid is in balance and our pH is correct. You're not going to get it. What you could do is you could show up at a gym or a hotel where the spa capacity is 8 people, but there are 9 or 10 people in it, and then you squeeze your way in. That might be a good way to get the coronavirus, because A, you're in close proximity to others, and right now is a great time to practice that social distancing. And B, good luck with the water chemistry keeping up with all those bodies in such a small amount of water. So bottom line on that is, you know, if you see those capacity levels, if you're at your gym, if you're at a hotel or something, you can see pool capacity up on the wall. It's posted at every commercial pool. I would cut that number in half to a third, and if it's any more than that, I'm not getting in the pool or the spa. At home, you're home free, man. Enjoy your pool like you always have. Maybe cut down on the pool parties. Probably postpone those pool parties because, you know, while you'll probably be safe in your swimming pool, keep in mind people dipping chips, people wiping dirty napkins, things like that. That is a great place for a disease to breed. So, hey, you're going to have a small dinner party, maybe 1 or 2 people over. Heck, we're having one of those tomorrow night. That's cool. But hey, avoid the big parties, avoid the pool parties, things like that. Keep it cool. Should you fire your pool guy or put him on furlough or layoff? Well, let's consider it. Let me give you a perspective from the pool guy's perspective and what it's like on a day-to-day basis when we're going into people's different backyards. Number one, the pools that we handle are chlorine pools. Number two, we are really bad about personal protection equipment, meaning that we're handling those chlorine tabs with bare hands. Chlorine kills viruses and bacteria and germs. Pool guys have some of the cleanest hands out there next to a doctor's while they're working. So there's that. We got clean hands. We're not going to be spreading germs into your backyard. Number two, we're probably not going to be in close proximity. You're probably going to be at work just like we're at work. It just happens to be that our work is in your backyard while you're off somewhere else doing what you do. If you're home, you got sick kids, just, you know, it's real easy. Stay in the house, keep the kids inside. That way you don't have to worry about infecting your poor pool guy or potentially any germs or anything going back and forth. The simple crack of the door, wave, hey, what's up? I'll be in the house. Text me or call me if you need anything or have any questions, that kind of thing. It's really easy and simple to practice that social distancing. But what I can tell you is that disease or not, your pool still has to be cleaned, maintained, and cared for either way. So no need to fire your pool guy. Just let him go out and do his job. We've seen some chatter about if are the supply houses, pool water products, Superior Pools, pool electrical parts, are they going to stay open? Yes, they're all staying open. We will not have a problem getting equipment and materials like that. So just a few things I wanted to put out there to you guys. A few other notes to think about. Gee, if I think I have the COVID-19 virus and I'm sick, oh my gosh, maybe I should go to the hospital. Maybe you should think twice about that, and here's why. My wife stopped by her old ER yesterday when we were down in Phoenix, and it is a zoo down there. We have very few cases known so far. Keep in mind, hardly anyone's been tested here in the United States. I think it's, 7,000 out of 58 million have been tested so far as of March 15th, 2020, today. March 16th, rather. So there's no way of knowing who really has it. People are thinking they have it when they come into the ER. So guess what? They have to then be quarantined. And that takes massive resources away from our emergency rooms and their ability to do their day-to-day work. Things are going to get overwhelmed. They're going to get worse before they get better. The best thing you can do is stay home, take care of yourself, and isolate unless you're having serious problems. So we're talking about serious trouble breathing. The COVID-19 virus, one of the big symptoms is respiratory problems, breathing issues. So if those are so bad that you're extremely labored in your breathing, then you might want to go to the ER, and the first thing you do is say there's a chance I might have the COVID-19 virus, so they can minimize your exposure to the healthcare professionals so that they don't have to then be quarantined. Okay, we talked about high fevers. That's another symptom. So keep in mind there isn't an exact number for fevers according to my wife and other medical professionals, because I'm not one. Remember that. Take this advice with a grain of salt. Is that it's not about the number that your fever is. It's not about, oh, I've got 105 fever, or oh, I've got a 107 fever, which you probably want to go to the hospital then. It's about the symptoms that come along with that. Are you speaking in tongues? Are you fainting? Are you delirious? Are you dizzy? Those are the kind of things that say, go and get help. Not, oh, that's this number. I'm going to go to the ER even though I just feel a little crappy. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I'm Josh Mall with Swimming Pool Science. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps us. And of course, if you did find this information useful in this video, please share it. Let's spread the word. Let's get good advice out there in these crazy times. We'll see you next time. Seriously, my Pro Tough Ultimate Series pool pole, you dumped it in this disgusting pool.
I can't even see it.
Get it out.
I can't even see it at the bottom.
Get it out. You suck.
I can feel it, but I can't see.
That's what she said.
I thought we were keeping it PG.